Okay, so Dylan makes $336 for 32 hours of work. We put the dollar amounts on top and the hours that he worked on the bottom. If he worked 32 hours at $10 an hour, it would be $320. So we already know that he makes more than $10 an hour. Is there something that we can do? So we would have to divide. Is there something that we can do to this fraction or this ratio before we start figuring that's going to make it a little bit easier for us? Hope, what are we going to do so that makes it a little easier? Okay, so what could I do to find the unit rate? Wait, time out. What's unit rate again? What is unit rate? Where? What's unit rate?
It's the denominator is 1.
All right, stop what you're doing. Look up here. What is the unit rate? The unit rate is the ratio in which the denominator is 1. Okay, so Hope, how do I get the denominator down to 1?
It's right here.
Divide the bottom by, divide the denominator by 32. Okay, is there something that I can do before that's going to make this figuring a little easier?
Yeah.
Caleb?
You can make a graph.
Yeah, I could make a graph. What I'm really going for is something that starts with an S.
Simplify.
Simplify.
That's what I said.
Just, we're going to do Harry Potter. Simplify. What can we simplify by? Munan, what can we simplify by? 2? Okay, let's simplify by 2. When we simplify 336 and we divide by 2, what are we going to get on top? 168. And on the bottom, we're going to get 16. Oh, my goodness. Couldn't we just divide by 8 and be done with it?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, well, at this point, let's just do, let's just divide by 8. Let's just simplify by 8. 168 divided by 8 is going to be what? 21. And then 16 divided by 8 is going to be 2. Thank you. So what is our unit rate going to be? What's our unit rate going to be? How do we figure out? Alan, how do we figure out what the unit rate is?
Numbers.
What's my denominator going to be in a unit rate?
1.
1. So this says 2 hours is going to make me $21. So 1 hour is going to make
$10,050.
$11.
$10.50.
Yeah, I agree. It's $10.50. $10.50 what?
Per hour.
Yes, per hour. That's our unit rate. Remember, per hour. All right, so Angela. Sweet Angela. She makes $420 for 42 hours of work.
That's so easy.
So that one's going to be easy, right? Nate, if she makes $420 for 42 hours of work, how much does she make for just 1 hour work? Yes, sir. You are not just a pretty face. $10 what? Per hour. You got it, sir.
Be quiet now. $10 per hour. Don't say nothing.
Okay. So the question is this. No matter what the hours, is Angela ever, if they both work 25 hours, is Angela ever going to make as much money as Dylan?
No.
No. Why not, Munam?
Because $10.50 per hour is just more than 10.
It's right. So no matter what you multiply them both by, they are never, Dylan's always going to make more money.
Oh, but
So the question here is Dylan's wage for 25 hours going to be proportional to Amber's wage for 42 hours?
no. How?
So Dylan's wage, his per hour, is $10.50, and then he's going to work 25 hours. Is that ever going to equal $10
No.
for 42 hours?
No. Because then Angela makes her normal of 420.
Correct.
And Dylan would only make like 200.
260, yeah, 262 or something and change. All right, so what I need for you to do is draw a slash across the equal sign. The equal sign. So what does that tell you about proportional relationships?
Come on.
That two ratios or rates have to be, this starts with an E. Kind of. Equivalent. Right.
Yeah.
So to determine proportionality between two ratios or rates, the unit rate or ratio must, all capitals, be equivalent. It's the difference between they're equivalent and equal. Equivalent, okay. Equivalent means that, so equal is 2. You got 2 over here and you got 2 over here. They're equal, right? But 2 is not the same as 4 over 2. When they're simplified, they're going to be equal, but 2 is equivalent to 4 over 2. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Good question. All right, let's go down to the charts. All right, we're going to label the number of hours as our x-axis. So if we were going to graph that, our number of hours is going to be in the x-axis, and our total cost of whatever is the y-axis. So if I'm making a ratio where y is on top and x is on the bottom, Bradley, what's my first ratio going to look like? If y is on the top, look up here. If y is on the top and x is on the bottom, what's my ratio going to look like? What number is going to be on top? 75. And what number is going to be on the bottom? 1. That's right. So, Ernesto, what's my second ratio going to look like? Y is on the top, x is on the bottom. What is it? Say that again? Yeah, 120 over 2. Can I simplify that?
Yes.
What is it when it's simplified, Munam? 60 over 1, right? What's my third ratio going to look like, Connor?
165 over 3.
Okay, can I simplify that?
Yep.
What am I going to get when I simplify that? Jalen knows. Simplify.
15.
15? Are you sure? You mean 55? Yeah, 55 over 1, right. What's my fourth ratio going to look like, Alan? Y is on top and x is on the bottom. Yep. Over 4. Can I simplify that?
Yes.
Is it going to be a nice, easy number?
No.
No. What is it? 52? Yeah, 52. Oops, sorry. 52.5 over 1. Dane, what's my last ratio on this table going to be? Right? Over 5. Can I simplify that? And it's going to be 51.
55.
Are any of these ratios the same? Huh. Are any of these ratios the same? We got 75, 60, 55, 52 and a half, 51. Are any of them the same?
No.
Interesting. All right, let's move over to table 2.
Wait, I gotta write those down.
Okay, sorry. You know what? I'm going to zoom out, I think. All right. So, Natalie, if I'm making my ratio the same in table 2, what's my first ratio going to look like? 45 over 1. I couldn't have said it better myself. Haley, what's my second ratio going to look like? All right. Can I simplify that?
Yes.
What do I get when I simplify it? 45 over 1. What's my third ratio going to look like, Raquel?
135 over 3 equals 45 over 1.
You got it, ma'am. Good girl. Alyssa, what's my fourth ratio going to look like? Is it going to simplify? What's it going to simplify to? I'm starting to see a pattern. 45 over 1. And who haven't I called on today? Kyler.
45 over 1.
Kyler, what's my fifth ratio going to look like?
I don't know.
Can you see?
220.
I don't know.
Okay, so what we're doing is putting the y on top and the x on the bottom. So what's going to be on the top?
25.
225. And what's on the bottom? 5. Can I simplify that? Yep. What's it going to look like?
45 over 1.
45 over 1.
Every
Huh.
single one of them.
Are any of these ratios the same?
Yes.
Okay, so which one do you think is going to be showing a proportional relationship, Jacob?
I have a question.
Okay, what's your question?
Because in the first table it says 5 over 26, 255, and it's 260.
No? Wait, what? In the first table?
Yeah.
Which one are you looking at?
Table 1.
Yep.
It's the same thing as the last one, and you said 45 on the last one.
That's 255.
And 2, 2.
Oh.
Gotcha. All right. So which one do you think is the proportional relationship?
Table 2.
Table 2. What do you think makes it a proportional relationship? Huh?
Table 1.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Same
Yes.
nature.
The unit rates are all equal. Ooh, I see a pattern. The unit rates are equal.
What about number 4?
Number 4. Where are you? Oh, what's it makes a proportional relationship?
Yeah.
That's actually this one right here. Same thing. All right, very quickly. This is going to be the easy part.
Over.
Flip it over. Everybody ready?
No.
No?
No.
20 seconds.
1. Oh.
All right, I lied. 10 seconds. All right, flip it over.
There's graphic.
All right. Here we go. Time to disagree with the teacher. I'm going to tell you that table 1 is a proportional relationship. Who wants to disagree with me?
I know.
You better know why.
Me.
Who wants to disagree with me? Me.
Me.
Why do you disagree with me?
Because it doesn't start at the origin.
Oh my goodness, it does not go through the origin. Correct. So which graph would show the proportional relationship? Kayla?
The second.
Yes, table 2. Table 2 is the winner this year.
Yeah.
What makes it a proportional relationship?
It goes to the.
It
well,
is a.
We don't see
There's
it.
2 things, 2 conditions to make it a proportional relationship.
I don't
Number
see it.
1, Hope
It has to stop at the origin.
has to go through the origin. Number 2,
Are equal.
Gwen.
They're equal. Like they're the coordinates.
Yeah, but when you're looking at the line, tell me something about the line.
Oh,
It goes to the origin and it's straight line.
We don't see
It is a.
We
1.
don't see it.
Sorry. Straight line. 2 goes through the origin.
There's a 3.
Am I going too fast? You guys all right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
We're going a little bit too fast.
Why does
A little
it
too
say-
fast?
Here
Okay.
it says
I will
1,
slow it
8,
down.
9, 10. It says 1 here.
What?
And then it says.
Oh, you know why? Because I'm going to ask you to hold up your fingers in a second.
Oh.
Right. So we're going to label this one graph or chart ratio table number 1, ratio table number 2, ratio table number 3, ratio table number 4.
Which one is right?
The teacher let out an evil laugh, twisted her mustache, and plotted against the children.
All
right. Take a look at the ratio tables that are in front of you at the bottom. You got labeled 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which one is going to be the proportional relationship? So I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to look at it. Then I'm going to ask you to hold up your fingers. So if you think number 1 is the proportional relationship, you're going to hold up 1 finger. And so on and so forth. 2, you hold up 2 fingers. 3, you hold up 3 fingers. 4, you hold up 4 fingers. Okay? I'm going to give you, actually, 1 more minute because I've been talking about 45 seconds. Okay. 30 seconds. Okay.
No, it's
What do you know
one.
about proportional relationship?
It's one, bro. It's 1 or 2.
Okay.
It's 1 or 2. Just look at it. One. Yeah. I know it's that too.
Yep.
She messed up.
It's 1.
So this time, she messed up again. It said 1, 8, 9, 10.
What do you mean? I know. I started to think that you're going to put your fingers up for that, and then I was like, no, you know what, I'm just going to ask him circle, and then I changed my mind. So.
I know one.
It's a woman's prerogative to change her mind, Nate. All right, let's see them. 1, if you think 1 is a proportional relationship. 2, if you think 2 is a proportional relationship. 3, if you think 3 is a proportional relationship. And 4, if you think 4 is a relationship. Okay, guys?
No. It's not.
Give me number.
Alex B, why did you pick number 2?
Because all the ratios eventually simplified it to over 1.
Okay. Well, this one's going to simplify to the one that we marked number 1. This one's going to simplify so that you're going down by, you're multiplying by positive 2 on this side. So, I mean, that's, I'm regularly multiplying by positive 2. 3 times positive 2 is negative 6. 3 times positive 3 is negative 9. 3 times positive 3 times positive 4 is negative 12. So those all go up in graduated ways.
I picked number 4
All right, well, now why don't you pick number 4?
because, well, -1 is the x is -1 and
Okay.
y is -1.5.
Okay.
So and then you go down and instead of being negative, it's positive.
Okay.
Simplifies. And then 1.5 times 3 equals 4.5.
Good.
1.5 times 5 equals 7.5.
Okay.
And 1.5 times 7 equals 10.5.
Okay, so if you graph this, would it go in a straight line?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think it would too. It would go in a straight line. So does everybody agree that number 4 is a proportional relationship? No. What do you mean? No, Natalie, what do you mean?
It's number 3.
Does somebody have some other idea about what is the
It's 1.
what does a proportional relationship have to have? It has to be a straight line and
Go through the order.
go through the origin. Which 5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh, never mind.
1. Which one of these ratio tables goes through origin?
1,
Hope? What did you say?
2.
2. How do you know it goes through the origin?
I think because it has 0.
Because it has a 0 here and a 0 here. So the x is a 0 and the y is a 0. What is the origin again?
The zero.
The x, yeah. But the x is a 0 and the y is a 0. So if you pick number 2, you are correct.
Oh yeah.
Number 2 is the proportional relationship. Alright, if you do not already have a subscription, this video that you see today is on